Have you ever wondered how some of the most iconic brands in the automotive industry got their start? Enter the world of the Dodge brothers, whose story is not just about cars, but a tale of ambition, innovation, and yes, a touch of tragedy. From humble beginnings to becoming titans in the automotive world, this journey is as riveting as it is inspiring. Buckle up as we delve into the lives of two brothers who changed the face of the automotive industry. Early life and humble beginnings. In the late 19th century, in the small town of Niles, Michigan, two boys, John and Horace Dodge, were born into a world far removed from the glamour and luxury often associated with the automotive moguls of the 20th century. The Dodge family's modest beginnings laid a foundation of resilience and determination that would later become the bedrock of their success. John, the older of the two, was born in 1864, with Horace following 4 years later. Their father, Daniel Rugg Dodge, ran a local machine shop, where the whir of machinery and the clatter of tools would be the brothers' first lullabies. The Dodge household was not one of affluence. The family's financial struggles were a constant presence, and the young Dodge boys grew up in an environment where every penny mattered. The brothers' early life was shaped not just by their financial hardships, but also by their father's trade. Daniel was a skilled mechanic, and his workshop in Niles was a hub of activity, repairing boat engines and various other mechanical contraptions. It was here that John and Horace got their first taste of mechanics and engineering, a passion that would define their future. The boys spent countless hours in their father's workshop, learning the intricacies of machines, a skill set that was rare and valuable in the industrial age. But life in Niles was tough. The Dodge family, despite their hard work, remained among the poorest in the town. Winters were especially harsh, with the boys often having to trudge through the snow in tattered shoes and threadbare coats. However, John and Horace never let their circumstances dampen their spirits. They were known to be hardworking and stoic, never complaining about the hand life had dealt them. This resilience would be a defining characteristic throughout their lives. As they grew into teenagers, the brothers' innate mechanical skills and unwavering work ethic became more apparent. They took on various jobs to help support their family, from repairing farm equipment to taking up odd jobs in local factories. Their early work experiences were not just about earning a living, they were a period of learning and honing their skills. John and Horace had become adept at understanding and fixing complex machinery, a talent that would soon open new doors for them. The year 1882 marked a turning point for the Dodge family. Economic circumstances forced them to leave Niles and move to Detroit, a city that was rapidly transforming into an industrial powerhouse. It was here, in the bustling streets and factories of Detroit, that John and Horace's futures would begin to take shape. In Detroit, the Dodge brothers initially found work in a steam engine and threshing machine factory. This period was crucial in their development as mechanics and businessmen. The factory environment exposed them to the latest industrial technologies and processes, deepening their understanding of machinery and manufacturing. They quickly rose through the ranks, gaining a reputation as skilled and reliable workers. First ventures: bicycles to machine shops. As the 19th century was drawing to a close, John and Horace Dodge embarked on a journey that would take them from humble machinists to captains of industry. The first chapter of this remarkable journey began not with automobiles, but with bicycles, a mode of transport that was gaining immense popularity in America. By the late 1890s, the bicycle craze had swept across the United States. It wasn't just a fad, it was a social revolution. Bicycles offered unprecedented mobility and freedom, especially to the working class, to whom horses and carriages were luxuries. Sensing an opportunity, the Dodge brothers decided to venture into this burgeoning market. In 1897, pooling their savings and mechanical expertise, John and Horace established the Evans and Dodge Bicycle Company in partnership with Fred S. Evans, a savvy businessman. This venture marked their first serious foray into the world of manufacturing. Based in Windsor, Canada, just across the river from Detroit, their company produced the E&D bicycle, distinguished by its quality and durability. The Dodge brothers' foray into bicycle manufacturing was more than just a business venture. It was a leap into the unknown. They were stepping into a highly competitive market, dominated by established players. However, their unique selling proposition was the bicycle's ball bearings, a design patented by the brothers themselves. These bearings were smoother and more durable than the ones commonly used, making their bicycles a hit among customers. Fred Evans, with his flair for sales and marketing, played a crucial role in the success of the venture. He traveled across the country, participating in bicycle shows and exhibitions, showcasing the E&D bicycle. The trio's combination of technical prowess and business acumen was proving to be a winning formula. Sales soared, and the Evans and Dodge Bicycle Company quickly carved out a niche for itself in the crowded bicycle market. However, the bicycle industry was fickle and rapidly evolving. By the turn of the century, a new craze was taking over America, the automobile. Sensing another shift in the transportation industry, the Dodge brothers decided to pivot. They sold their shares in the bicycle company and returned to Detroit with a new vision. The lessons learned and the capital gained from their bicycle venture would now fuel their next big adventure, the creation of their own machine shop. In 1900, with their accumulated funds, John and Horace Dodge opened the Dodge Brothers Machine Shop in Detroit. The shop was modest, but it was equipped with some of the best tools and machinery of the time. They started with a team of 12 employees, focusing on building and repairing machinery. Their reputation as skilled mechanics quickly spread, and soon they were attracting clients from across the state. The Dodge Brothers Machine Shop was not just a business. It was a testament to John and Horace's vision and mechanical genius. They took on challenging projects, often innovating and improvising to meet their clients' needs. From agricultural equipment to marine engines, there was hardly any machine they couldn't build or fix. Their work was characterized by precision and quality, traits that would become synonymous with the Dodge name. One of their first significant contracts was with the Olds Motor Vehicle Company, led by Ransom E. Olds. The Dodge brothers were tasked with supplying transmissions and engines for Olds' curved dash automobile, one of the first mass-produced cars in America. This project was a significant milestone for the Dodge brothers, marking their entry into the nascent automobile industry. The Ford connection, a pivotal partnership. As the 20th century dawned, the Dodge brothers' machine shop was thriving, but a new chapter was about to begin, one that would forever change the trajectory of John and Horace Dodge's careers. This chapter's protagonist was none other than Henry Ford, a visionary entrepreneur who would soon revolutionize the automobile industry. In 1902, Henry Ford was on his third attempt at automotive entrepreneurship, having experienced limited success with his previous ventures. He was in search of reliable partners to supply parts for his latest project, and the reputation of the Dodge brothers had caught his attention. Ford, known for his discerning eye for talent and quality, decided to visit their machine shop personally. Upon meeting John and Horace, Ford was impressed not only with their mechanical expertise, but also with their business acumen. He saw in them not just suppliers, but potential partners who could help bring his vision to life. Ford offered them a contract to produce 650 chassis for his automobile company. This was a significant order for the Dodge brothers and marked the beginning of a partnership that would be pivotal for both parties. The Dodge brothers saw the potential in Ford's vision and decided to take a gamble. They ceased their lucrative contract with Olds Motor Vehicle Company and dedicated their resources to Ford's project. This decision wasn't made lightly, as Ford at the time was not as financially stable or reputable as Olds. It was a risk, but John and Horace believed in Ford's potential and were ready to invest in what they saw as a game-changing opportunity. The partnership proved to be mutually beneficial. For Ford, the Dodge brothers provided not just parts, but also financial support. They invested $10,000 into Ford's company, a substantial sum at the time, in exchange for a 10% stake. This investment was critical for Ford, providing him with the much-needed capital to expand his operations. For the Dodge brothers, this move was more than a business transaction. It was a strategic investment into a burgeoning industry that they believed had immense potential. As Ford's business began to grow, so did the Dodge brothers' role in it. They were responsible for manufacturing major components for Ford's cars, including the legendary Model T. This car would go on to become one of the most significant automobiles in history, and the Dodge brothers played a crucial role in its production. The Model T's success was phenomenal, and it catapulted Ford to the forefront of the automotive industry. As Ford's fortunes rose, so did those of the Dodge brothers. Their 10% stake in the company became increasingly valuable, and the dividends they received were substantial. By 1914, their investment in Ford had made them wealthy men. However, the relationship between Ford and the Dodge brothers was not without its challenges. As Ford became more dominant in the industry, he started to exert greater control over his suppliers, including the Dodge brothers. This caused tension, as John and Horace were used to operating with a high degree of independence. The tipping point came when Ford decided to reinvest his company's profits into expansion rather than paying out dividends to shareholders, including the Dodge brothers. This move did not sit well with them, as they had come to rely on these dividends as a significant source of income. The disagreement eventually led to a legal battle, where the Dodge brothers sued Ford for withholding dividends. They won the lawsuit, forcing Ford to pay a considerable sum in missed dividends. Rise to prominence, the birth of Dodge Brothers Company. At the dawn of the 1910s, the Dodge brothers, John and Horace, were at a pivotal juncture. Their collaboration with Henry Ford had ended, but this closure opened a new door of opportunity. It was time for them to step out of the shadows and shine as independent entrepreneurs. This ambition led to the birth of the Dodge Brothers Motor Company, a venture that would etch their names into the annals of automotive history. In 1913, with ample financial resources from their successful partnership with Ford and a wealth of experience in automotive manufacturing, the brothers decided it was time to manufacture their own automobiles. They set out to establish the Dodge Brothers Motor Company in Detroit. This decision marked a significant turning point, not just in their lives, but also in the American automotive industry. The Dodge Brothers Motor Company began operations in 1914 at a facility in Hamtramck, Michigan. It was a state-of-the-art manufacturing plant, equipped with the latest tools and machinery. The brothers' vision was clear: to create automobiles that were reliable, durable, and innovative. They aspired to set new standards in automotive engineering and manufacturing. Their first model, known as the Dodge Model 30, was a testament to their vision. Introduced in 1914, the Model 30 was a revolutionary vehicle featuring several innovations that were ahead of its time. It boasted an all-steel body, a rarity in an era when most cars had wooden frames. The Model 30 also had a 12-volt electrical system, as opposed to the 6-volt systems commonly used, providing more reliable ignition and lighting. Additionally, it featured a sliding gear transmission, making it more efficient and easier to drive than many of its contemporaries. Perhaps most impressively, the Model 30 was powered by a 35-horsepower engine, which was more powerful than the Ford Model T's 20-horsepower engine. This extra power, combined with its robust construction, made the Model 30 not just a car for the city, but also a reliable vehicle for the rougher rural roads. The Dodge Model 30 was an instant hit. It struck a perfect balance between affordability, reliability, and performance. In its first year, the company sold over 45,000 units, a remarkable achievement for a newcomer in the industry. The Dodge brothers had not just entered the automotive market, they had revolutionized it. Their success was not solely due to their engineering prowess. The Dodge brothers were also masterful marketers. They understood the power of branding and built a strong image for their company. The Dodge emblem, a circle with two interlocking triangles forming a six-pointed star, became a symbol of quality and reliability. The brothers also understood the importance of customer satisfaction and service. They established a network of dealers and service stations across the country, ensuring that Dodge owners had easy access to maintenance and repairs. This network played a crucial role in building customer loyalty and trust in the Dodge brand. As the company grew, so did its product line. In addition to passenger cars, they began producing trucks, ambulances, and even military vehicles. During World War I, the Dodge Brothers Company made a significant contribution to the war effort by supplying vehicles to the U.S. military. This not only bolstered their reputation, but also demonstrated the durability and reliability of their vehicles under harsh conditions. The rise of the Dodge Brothers Company was meteoric. By the early 1920s, it had become the second-largest car manufacturer in the United States. This rapid ascent was a testament to the brothers' vision, ingenuity, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Innovation and rivalry, setting industry standards. The early 20th century was a period of remarkable transformation in the automotive industry, and at the heart of this revolution were the Dodge brothers, John and Horace. With the establishment of the Dodge Brothers Motor Company, they were not only producing cars but also setting new benchmarks in automotive innovation. This era was not just about growth and expansion for the Dodge brothers, it was about rivalry, resilience, and redefining industry standards. The Dodge brothers were known for their relentless pursuit of perfection. Each vehicle that rolled out of their factory was a testament to their commitment to quality and durability. Unlike many of their contemporaries, they did not believe in cutting corners. Their cars were built to last, with an attention to detail that was rare for the time. This dedication to quality quickly set them apart from their competitors, including their former partner, Henry Ford. Ford's Model T may have been the king of mass production, but the Dodge brothers focused on a different market segment. They positioned their vehicles as a more premium option, offering features and quality that were a step above the basic Model T. For instance, the Dodge vehicles were among the first to offer an all-steel body construction, a significant advancement over the wooden frames used by most manufacturers, including Ford. This not only made the cars safer but also more durable. Another area where the Dodge brothers excelled was in the realm of mechanical innovation. Their cars featured numerous technological advancements, such as an electrical system that was more advanced than the Model Ts. They also introduced a more sophisticated transmission system and a more powerful engine, providing a smoother and more comfortable driving experience. But innovation was not their only hallmark. Rivalry also played a key role in their story. The relationship between the Dodge brothers and Henry Ford had soured over the years, especially after their legal battle over dividends. This rivalry fueled their desire to outperform Ford, not just in terms of quality but also in sales and market presence. The competitive spirit of the Dodge brothers was not just about business, it was personal. They were determined to prove that they could succeed independently and not just as suppliers to Ford. This rivalry pushed them to constantly innovate and improve their vehicles, leading to rapid growth and success. By the 1920s, the Dodge Brothers Motor Company had become the second-largest automaker in the United States, a remarkable achievement given the dominance of Ford at the time. The Dodge brothers also understood the importance of diversification. They expanded their product line to include not just passenger cars, but also trucks, ambulances, and military vehicles. This diversification helped them tap into new markets and further solidify their position in the industry. Their contributions during World War I, providing vehicles to the U.S. military, also bolstered their reputation. The Dodge vehicles proved their mettle on the battlefields, known for their reliability and durability under harsh conditions. This not only served as a testament to the quality of their manufacturing, but also helped to further popularize the Dodge brand. Innovation and rivalry with Ford propelled the Dodge brothers to new heights, but it also set a new standard in the automotive industry. They showed that it was possible to combine quality, durability, and innovation in a mass-produced vehicle. Their approach to car manufacturing influenced not just their contemporaries, but also future generations of automakers. Personal challenges and social standing. Amidst their meteoric rise in the automotive industry, the Dodge brothers, John and Horace, faced personal challenges and navigated the complex social landscape of early 20th century America. Their story is not just one of industrial triumph, but also a tale of personal resilience, societal challenges, and the pursuit of acceptance in the elite circles of Detroit. The Dodge brothers' journey was marked by hard work and relentless dedication. However, their road to success was not without personal struggles. John, in particular, faced significant health issues. Diagnosed with tuberculosis, a common and often deadly disease at the time, John's health was a constant concern. This battle with illness not only affected his work, but also had a profound impact on his personal life. Despite these challenges, John's resilience and determination never wavered. He continued to lead the company alongside Horace, demonstrating remarkable strength and fortitude. Horace, while not plagued by the same health issues as his brother, had his own battles. The pressures of running a rapidly growing company were immense, and the responsibility weighed heavily on him. The stress of business, combined with the societal expectations of the time, took a toll on both brothers. Despite their financial success, the Dodge brothers found themselves on the fringes of Detroit's high society. The social elite of the city were hesitant to accept these self-made industrialists into their ranks. John and Horace came from humble beginnings, and their rough-and-tumble approach to business and life did not align with the refined norms of the upper class. John and Horace were known for their straightforward, no-nonsense demeanor. They were not ones to put on airs or conform to societal expectations. This attitude, while admirable, further alienated them from Detroit's elite. They were often excluded from social clubs and gatherings, a snub that did not go unnoticed. In response to this exclusion, the Dodge brothers took matters into their own hands. In a move that was both bold and defiant, they used their wealth to gain entry into these exclusive circles. They became patrons of the arts and philanthropists, contributing to various causes and institutions. This strategy slowly but surely began to change the perception of them in high society. Their support for the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, for instance, was a notable example of their efforts to integrate themselves into the social fabric of the city. But their approach to dealing with social exclusion was not always subtle. In one famous incident, after being denied membership to a prestigious club, Horace bought a property adjacent to the club and built a lavish mansion. This act was a clear message to the elite. The Dodge brothers could not be ignored or dismissed. Beyond their battles with health and societal acceptance, the Dodge brothers faced personal tragedies as well. The untimely deaths of both John and Horace within a year of each other in the early 1920s were a profound blow to their family and the company. The loss of the founders marked the end of an era for the Dodge Brothers Motor Company. Legacy and tragedy, the end of an era. The story of the Dodge brothers, John and Horace, is not merely one of industrial success, but also a narrative marked by personal tragedy and a profound legacy. Their journey, emblematic of the American dream, saw a meteoric rise in the automotive industry, only to be cut short by untimely deaths, signaling the end of an era. In the early 1920s, the Dodge Brothers Motor Company was at the pinnacle of its success. It had become the second-largest automobile manufacturer in the United States, a testament to the brothers' vision and perseverance. But this golden period was to be overshadowed by personal tragedies that would soon unfold. In January 1920, while attending the New York Auto Show, both John and Horace contracted the influenza, which rapidly progressed to pneumonia. The illness took a heavy toll on their health. John, the elder brother, whose health had already been compromised by previous battles with tuberculosis, succumbed to pneumonia on January 14, 1920. His death was a significant blow to the company and the automotive industry at large. Horace, who initially recovered from his illness, was deeply affected by the loss of his brother and business partner. The bond between the Dodge brothers was more than just familial. It was a partnership built on mutual respect and shared ambition. John's death left Horace to navigate the complexities of their burgeoning empire alone, a challenge compounded by his own declining health. Horace's health deteriorated rapidly in the months following John's death. He passed away on December 10, 1920, less than a year after his brother. The demise of Horace marked the end of an era for the Dodge Brothers Motor Company. The company they had built from the ground up was now left without its founding visionaries. The deaths of John and Horace Dodge were not just a loss to their family and company, but also to the automotive industry. They were pioneers who had played a crucial role in shaping the early automotive landscape in America. Their innovations, commitment to quality, and business acumen had set new standards in automobile manufacturing. The legacy of the Dodge brothers extends beyond their contributions to automotive engineering. They were instrumental in demonstrating the potential of the American automotive industry on the global stage. Their approach to business, focusing on innovation, quality, and customer satisfaction, laid the groundwork for future generations of automakers. Following their deaths, the control of the Dodge Brothers Motor Company passed to their widows, who eventually sold the company in 1925 to a banking firm for a reported $146 million. This sale marked a new chapter for the company, which would go through several ownership changes over the following decades, including its acquisition by Chrysler in 1928.